Hey, how you doing, Leos? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I am the host for this channel. Welcome to Conscious Waters Ocean Deep. I hope you guys are doing well. So, let's get into your reading. It's a general reading. I hope you guys are enjoying your year so far. Please like, comment and subscribe to this channel and press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also, please check out your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs, as well as any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Take what you like and leave the rest. So, I'm also giving out free private and personal readings. So if you would like a free private or personal reading, please check out the information in the description below this video. So, what's going on with Leo is subjected to mind games and doesn't know how to play the mind game, but does feel like it doesn't seem to suit them very well. It says Leo doesn't really mind looking into a good reason to believe that laughter and happiness is going to be the only thing on their mind. It does say that they don't want to spend time alone and want to see if they can find someone to spend their life with, or even spend the night with, or even play games with, or maybe even just study or look forward to having fun. It does look like there's some type of wish fulfillment to enjoy, or even destructively make sure that you don't get involved in anyone's problems. So it does look like you guys need to protect yourself, defend yourself, or someone here could be defending or protecting themselves around you. It says good karma is coming to you now. Watch and see what happens by next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or even 2 months after you realize that something may not be working out for someone else around you. It does seem like good karma is coming to you, and love life is taking off in very enormous heights. Says once you agree to this, you're really going to do something that's going to damage another person's happiness, or maybe even not think about why it didn't work in the first place. It says it does work, but it just needs time to think about or even sort out. It says once you realize good karma comes, it's going to open up new waves of happiness for you, and you would believe that things are going to be promised to you in a better way. It says suddenly you see someone drifting off or walking away and not notice any time to remember this person. This person may not want to speak to you again, and it's going to steal the mind games of their own to move on. It says once this person believes it and sees it for themselves, they're going to drift off into the night or wonder what's happening to them and want to know that they're going to be pleasing themselves in other ways. It says this person doesn't know how to promise that good karma is coming to you, but it does say this person will love you and make sure they defend you and protect you with all their heart. So it does say that time spent alone is going to be good conditioning for you, or maybe even presenting yourself to good reasons why you didn't believe a negative karma was coming. It says bad news for the person that didn't want to know that bad karma was coming and didn't want to know that bad news was there. It says the person keeps talking about them or putting nightmares on them to make them think that negative energy is there. It says you're going to soon think about it and laugh it off because you're praying to something that's going to be deadly, or even a punishment for someone else, or maybe even think it's not a punishment, but it's going to help you to reassure yourself that punishments is never going to be yours or your family members or people around you. It does say police custody and negative energy was going to come to you in your mind, but never in your reality. It also says problems with the law are never going to be yours. Always see yourself in punishments of good karma, not negative karma, and no more are you going to punish yourself in bad ways. Punishing yourself is not going to be the answer. It says good karma is coming. It says, why would you pry in my life and make me feel bad? It says, I don't need to see anyone prying in my life and making me feel bad. It says, I wasn't going to do that forever, but I know now not to speak to you. I need to watch and see what happens to me and how I proceed with caution. It says laugh because you'll see that good karma comes to you when this person realizes that they have to meet you in the mind and take a risk elsewhere. Or even laugh at something you said but didn't really do it. And then says to themselves, well, I really need some, so I may want to know if I can go and get some. Ooh. It says maybe you need to see this person for who they are and work on that and try and study that and see if it works in your favor. It says, when I ignore you, I feel like the best thing happens to me. I pretend that it can work in your favor, but then maybe I feel like it could work in your favor once I believe this. It says, when I see that bad news is there, I run, but I don't feel like running this time. This time it feels like good karma is coming to me. It says, I feel like promises are made to me. Sexual energy, love, passion, good nights of energy, one night stands, or maybe even something that's going to convince me that I want to try this. Ooh. It says, no more leaving me out is what another person keeps saying. There could be a third party involved that doesn't want to hear that they're left out. It says, why would you speak about negative energy if you know that it's going to harm me or hurt me? But I don't feel like it's harming me or hurting me. Don't really want to know that problems are there. It says, I don't really think you really need to know about this or even study this energy. It says the person that you feel like is going to talk to you about negative energy is now wanting to know that they are punished in the mind for all it is that they have been doing to you. And they will see not worrying about the situation is always going to be good karma. They don't need to know what's going on. They just need to punish their mind for everything that they've been doing to you. It says they don't need to speak about it, see, or even hear it until it happens. It says the time comes when you will see that problems are not going to be yours, but someone else's around you, and maybe not even a witness of it, but maybe seeing it one day is going to make you happy or proud. It says laugh because nothing is set in stone, but someone does realize that you have good energy and wants to know you as a friend or a family member and doesn't want to see you trying them in a bad way. It says, when will I see my weaknesses come to my mind? It says, when will I see my weaknesses come to my mind or disappointment? I don't want to see that, so I'm punishing the person that keeps making me believe that punishments are there. It says, work on yourself, Leos, and notice that you're drifting off into dream states or making a person believe that they can think something is going on or making them feel like they want to have an urge of good karma. It says, nicely does it. Make sure you take your time and move forward without a word. Don't speak to anyone about this, but practice good karma. It says the time has come for someone to really reap what they sow and understand that it's no good trying to punish me. This person may not want to speak to you again after they see what happens to them. It says, when will I enjoy this? I want to know this is happening. As soon as the days come, I want to see that good karma comes. It says it will happen one day and you'll notice this for yourself. Try not to laugh or pretend that this is not going to happen. Someone realizes that they don't want to see negativity in their minds anymore. It says, work on your loyalty and trust a friend that it's going to work out better for you this time. Good karma is going to work on you, and see people wanting to work on you in a good way. It says, when I see this problem, I'm not going to be happy. Which is what another person could be saying around you. It says, no one knows why you need to speak so highly of me all the time and really feel like you need to bring me down, even in your problems, or people bringing other people into the problem, making me feel hurt. Why would I want to study that? It says you always feel like you get away with it, and I try to believe you, but I don't know if it can work this time. Try to believe me and see that it wouldn't work if you feel like it's going to work for you. I won't want to work with you anymore anyway. I don't think I can work with you, and I'm trying to ignore you. It says, suddenly I realize that someone does not want to work with me, and I realize passion and sympathy for the situation is no longer going to be needed. It says, when I realize bad news is there, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to make fun of myself, and I'm going to hate myself for life. I don't want to hate myself, but I feel like punishments are there. Oh, it could be another person feeling that way. It says suddenly you realize this person is not working on anything that you say, but it does say that he does know what he wants, and he wants some time alone with someone, and he does want sex, and he does want penetration, and he does want PUSSY. He will not laugh when he sees this. He'll be too busy looking into why he did it. He'll understand that he doesn't want to have anyone, but he does not know how to change his mind. He does want someone, but he doesn't want someone at the same time. So who does he want? He may not realize it, but he wants a love of the lifetime, or he wants someone at a distance. He may not see this, but he does want this person. He does want this person, but he doesn't want this person too. He may not see it right now, but he does see it today, that he doesn't want anyone but you, or maybe even someone else out there. He feels like he needs someone else to fulfill his fantasies and to enjoy a good time, to ignore all negative energies and punish his mind. He loves the fact that you can feel so smart in yourself and never ignore any more time alone with your mind, or maybe even show yourself, maybe even witness that you're doing something but never really knows who it is. It says you may be leaving something behind, and you are definitely wanting to know it works in your favor. You need to defend yourself and hold on to getting away with something. And you do remember that you do have an idea that you need to show that you are hiding. You may not know it, but you can speak out aloud or speak in public to a person, or maybe make them think that something bad is going to happen to them. It does say negative energy is there for the person that does receive this energy. It says negative energy has been passed on to me, so why should I allow this person to get away with it? It says no more do I want to deal with any negative drama or any negative karma. Suddenly I realize I don't want to deal with this, and I never want to see it again. So this push-pull energy is tugging a person to really make decisions for themselves and try not to laugh. It says punishments are there for the person that does not want the energy, but also knows that they don't have to deal with it. So where is it going? It says the punishment is always back on the person that doesn't believe that the punishment is there. But it does say good karma comes in a Wednesday, or on a Wednesday. It says bad news is there for the Leos that doesn't believe that good karma is coming. But it says if you do believe good karma is coming, work on your mind and let a situation die out. It says there's a person here that's willing to speak about it and see it for themselves. It could be a woman that's old and she doesn't know what she's doing, or she may not want to know that she's speaking about anything but you, and she wonders why she's doing it, but she doesn't know why she's doing it, and she's causing a scene or causing concerns in her mind. She may not need to speak to you again after she sees what's happening to her, or even laugh at you anymore. She may not want to whine or even dine with you or take you out or think that she's your friend. She's never going to be your friend, and she never was your friend, Leos. Wow. She has to move on, is what someone else is saying. And it's dying of laughter inside themselves, wondering when this is going to happen. It needs to happen. I'm punishing the person to make them believe that it's never going to be me and you, Leo, that are going to end up taking the fall. It says, when will this happen? I know it can happen, and I believe it can happen. Try me and see what happens. You'll see yourself in the person's shoes, or maybe even wondering why you didn't work on this in the first place. It says bad news is there for the Leos that doesn't believe, but if the Leo believes, then it's going to probably work. So if you can work on this in a way where you can subject yourself to good karma and work on this in your mind and make the person or the friend believe that they have to move on, it does say this person needs to move on, and today, immediately. This person doesn't need to speak to you anymore and doesn't need to deal with you. Why does this person keep torturing you and harming your mind or making you feel like bad karma is coming? It says it will never happen to you or your loved ones. So try to push the negative energy away as much as you can, and make sure this person is punished in their mind, and go off and do what you say. It says no more time to respect whoever is going to give me bad mood swings or bad karma. I will never deal with that, and I will never want to hear bad punishments comes to me or my mind, or even my loved ones or my family. So I want to see that punishments are sent away or pushed away, and make sure this person never speaks about it in their mind again. Make sure this person never sees me again, or even sees the time to free themselves in their mind of bad energy, because it says bad energy is in their mind, but they will not want to speak about it and may want to leave you alone. It says one day this person will push away from you and stop talking about you so much and stop squeezing you in your mind to say, you are mine, you are mine, you are mine. You may not be this person's. And it says bad news is there for the person that does not want to speak about it anymore, but does want to speak about why they did it. Maybe they don't need to see themselves in a bad mood or in a bad way. It says love life is taking a toll for the worst in your mind, but it does say good karma is coming to you if you don't believe that. It says try to ignore the negative energies and push past the nuisance person that keeps trying to always put a karmic spell on you, or bad energies, or bad repercussions, or negative vibes. It says good vibes only is what the people that wanted to see you said. It says it's not so good if you're always going to make me feel hard done by or even hurt. I will never want to know that you're doing this to me. So it says this female, she's always talking to you in your mind, and you do wonder why she does that. It's because she's trying to warn you that you need to see her, and it doesn't say it's going to work out in your favor to listen to her. You have to trust and believe the person that's always going to be there for you, a mindful person that knows they're always going to trust you and wants you to know they can move on from this nightmare. Or you can move on from the nightmare. It says, when will I see the day that the dumbest person on earth lives out this karma? She will live out this karma, or will she not? She's getting away with it, but she doesn't. She always sees a problem in her own life, and she'll wonder why it never worked before, but it will work now when he starts to see what's going on. It doesn't work with you, but it does work with me. She's always talking about you and saying, oh, bad news is coming to you and your mind. You and your mind. It's always going to be you in your mind about me, wondering why I didn't love you or why I wasn't there. It says you don't need to speak to this person. They may just move on, and they will wonder why. Everything's going to work out just the way it needs to, and you will see why. In 1 or 2 years later, you'll understand it didn't work out in the way that you hoped it would, or maybe it would, but you just have to work on seeing the situation unfold and change. It says a person keeps judging you or talking about you. This person needs to go and live out their karma and see their life change and move on. So there is some feelings that are there to help the situation move past in a different direction. And it says problems are there. Police is never going to be yours, but problems are going to be yours in your mind if you feel like the person is not winning. It says good karma is there because this person will realize that they're winning one day, and they will understand why. No good people is what a person is saying that needs to move on. Okay, so let's see what's going on, Leos, and with your work. What's going on with your work? It says someone is judging you or judging a person around you, and this person may never speak to you again. Could be an earth sign, or it could be a person that does not want to see themselves in a bad way. This person is not going to be happy when they realize that they did something and they loved it as well. What they were going to do is something that they really wanted, and they loved it, and they took advantage of it, and they stole the mind games of the person, and they sent themselves back to karma in their own mind, struggling to come out of it and seeing themselves in a good way, but in a bad way with another person that misses them terribly and doesn't know what to do. Now this person is sound in the mind and doesn't see her anymore, or even see a negative reason why they did it, because they tried to warn themselves that they would always move on, and they now know that they've got to. Wow. So let's see what's going on with work for you guys, Leos. Work is just amazing. Productivity is what you need. Striving for good fortune, good karma, and good luck. Everything is working out just great. So let's see what's going on for business for you, Leos. Business is amazing. It's actually taking off much better than I thought. It was bad at first, but now I've seen the light, and I'm struggling at first. I was struggling at first, but now I'm sorting things out in a deliberate way to make sure my enemies do not see me in a bad way, but now they can change their minds about me and see me in a good way. And maybe they'll see me as a friend instead of an enemy. I'm never going to want them to look at me as a bad person. So let's see what's going on in your love life. Your love life has been suffering for some time, but it will change. It says good karma will come to you when you realize that you've changed the path that you've wanted to go on and you're working on it now. You're looking forward to good karma and you're seeing it work in your favor. And you're trusting and believing good karma is coming. And it's not going to work out so great right now until November or maybe even December or maybe even before then, deciding who's going to be the next victim of your precious heart. It says your heart is too precious to just give to anyone, but you need to work on it in mindful ways. So let's see what's going on in regards to the singles. The singles want to know when they can take the time to be more romantic or even wine and dine, or maybe even see a karmic lover not come back to them in a bad way. Maybe even change their mind about who they are and spend the night with them, but in a way where they're not going to be leaving them alone, or maybe even leaving them to feel like they're just a hoe or they're going to be a problem. This person's going to be a problem, so they wouldn't want to come back. It says they do know that they could take an opportunity or want to steal your ideas to make sure that they move on. And it says the bad news that is coming to you is that this person doesn't want to move on, but it does say this person can move on if they feel like they're going to, or maybe even change their mind about who you are and how they see you. And seeing you as a person of good karma is not something that they worship. It says bad news is there for a Leo that feels like this person could change. It says this person may never want to change, and suddenly they steal the ideas of wanting to see you without them and move on. So let's see what's going on with those that are in a relationship. It says those in a relationship are wanting to know that they can pretend to be friends in the relationship, and suddenly they see their lives change. It says, my word, would you believe it? I have opened up my mind or even my life to a person that was penetrating me so good that I didn't even know that it was going to be great news to hear that I could do this again. I said, wow, I know now that I need to stay with this person. Maybe I love a person more than I even need them, or maybe even need them more than I love them. Certainly don't know why I do this, but I need to love them in a way where I know they're going to be beneficial to me. But how do I do that when I know this person's not very good for me? This person's negative or not even a nice person. This person may need to be more kinder to me or more gentle to me. I know this, but I still stay with them, or maybe I take my time to ignore them, or maybe even get to know them a little bit more before I open up my mind to them in a way where I can give to them a good reason to believe we're in a relationship. It says, I don't know if I should trust them, so I'm taking my time to ignore them and maybe even see if I can open up my mind to them again one day and see that they look differently in my eyes, or maybe that they've changed and made me feel like I'm worthwhile. So let's see what's going on with the married couples. Married couples are taking the risk out there to not speak to each other much these days, but it does say both of you need to work on your differences. Bloody hell, it says you lot need to really ignore the problems and really fix the issues that you have. Start fixing them instead of ignoring the fact that you need to figure out how it's going to work out in your favor. Trust and believe the universe will bring you karma. If you don't see it in a good way, it's going to wipe away all the tears that you had for a person, and maybe switch up the roles and decide to cut the person off. It says you have to trust the universe that it's going to give you good karma, and you have to see it in a way where you can strive for a victory. Are you ready to talk? Should we talk about this and learn what we need to do to make sure that the relationship can last? Wow, Leos. Let's see what's going on with the individual star signs. What's going on with Aries and Leo? Aries doesn't mind seeing Leo or speaking to them, but doesn't really know them very well and wants to know if they can spend time laughing at the fact that they shouldn't have done it with them in the first place. Okay, let's see what's going on with Taurus and Leos. Taurus doesn't mind speaking up for themselves and seeing if everything is okay. It says bad news for the Leo if they want to speak to the Taurus, because the Taurus does not see them in a good way. It says many times over they don't have good karma and they need to leave each other alone. Suddenly they'll feel like leaving each other alone one day and maybe just wanting to be friends. What's going on with the Leos and the Geminis? Gemini does not want to see that the Leo is there with another person or man. Maybe this person is scared that this person's going to go off with someone else. Let's see what's going on with Leos and Cancerians. Cancerian sees that they've tried and tried again to ignore a person and it doesn't work, or it does work but they really know they want the person or don't want the person, and play mind games. It says it's bad news for the Leos and the Cancerians that don't know how to win a person back because they keep playing too much mind games. So let's see what's going on with Leos and Leos and Leos do adore each other and trust each other and wonder when they're going to be friends again or even see each other again. Maybe taking the time to call each other, message each other. Play mind games is not really the answer, but maybe sometimes they take it too far. So what's going on with Leos and Virgos? Leos and Virgos just need to be friends. Don't really need to ignore each other on a daily basis, because trust, they can really believe they can have fun. But it does say bad news for the Leo. It does say good news for the Virgo. Virgo doesn't want to speak to Leo and Leo does want to speak to the Virgo. So let's see what's going on with Libra and Leo. Libra doesn't want to speak to Leo right now because Leo doesn't want to see them in their minds about negative energy. It says Libra does want to see them but doesn't really want to see that bad energy is there too. So both of them need to move on with their differences or sort out the problem. What's going on with Scorpio and Leo? Scorpio loves Leo and Leo loves Scorpio, but both of them need to work on their differences sometimes and struggle in the mind. Both of them need to understand that they're both loyal to each other and stand alone at times. But it does say Leo wants to be more of a friend to Scorpio, and Scorpio doesn't really mind being a friend, but Leo needs to trust them. What's going on with Sagittarius and Leo? Leo needs to see that Sagittarius is not such a great mindful person. At times they do not know how to speak about themselves in mindful ways. It says it does make them feel like they want to know Leo's more than anything, but then Leo feels like, well, I'm struggling with this because you're hurting my feelings or you're making me feel scared. I'm worried about you, Leo. And Leo says, Sagittarius, you make me scared though. I'm not really smiling with you right now when you're making me nervous. So let's see what's going on with Leos and Capricorns. Leos don't want to know Capricorns at all right now and don't really need to see them today, tomorrow, or another day. It says, I'm tired of a Leo, says Capricorn. And Capricorn doesn't mind Leo, but Leo doesn't mind Capricorn being missing or out of the picture for a while because they also feel like they need time and space alone from the Capricorn. Leo doesn't want to see that Capricorn is dead to them or, you know, leaving them out completely, but it does say they don't want to see them over time periods and need some time alone. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius and Leo. Sagittarius is bugging the hell out of Leo and doesn't know how to stop. Leo says, stop bugging me. I'm tired of calling you or texting you or maybe even seeing you in my mind. I'm tired of listening to you and I want to know that I can spend time alone. Keep obsessing over me and feeling jealous. I don't know how to take this and I'm tired of it. Aquarius doesn't mind texting them and bugging them ongoing, and it does seem like the problem is getting out of hand. So let's see what's going on with Pisces and Leos. Pisces loves Leo and Leo loves Pisces. Both of them want to enjoy each other's company. Both of them want to see each other win and become successful. They both want to see each other strive for the greatest of all and have good karma in their life. And they do have pride and ego clashes, but they do perfectly work well together when they strive for the greatest love of all. Oh, that was so sweet. It sounds like Whitney Houston a bit. The greatest love of all. Ooh. So let's see what's going on now with your angel messages, Leos. So it says career transition, Archangel Shamiel. It says your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. That's nice. Says teaching and learning, Archangel Zachiel. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. It says compassion, Archangel Zachiel. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. It says breathe, Archangel Raphael. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energies and to recharge and to release old patterns. to release old patterns. So let's see what else is going on with the universal deck. It says, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. It says, there is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Okay, this card came in reverse. Let's see what it is. It says, I surrender to a power greater than me. So some of you are not surrendering to a greater power. Okay. It says, I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. It says, attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. Okay. It also says, hope is the conduit for miracles. So, what's the numbers? What numbers do you have for Leos? Number 26, number 28, 48, 69, and 72, and number 18. Right, Leos, that was your reading. So, I will speak to you again in your next one. Ciao for now. Bye.